which moment do you guys enjoy until now? So I will go first, and after me, I will pass it to someone, and then after you, then you can pass it to another one. So I enjoy the moment that I enjoy since the day I was born is that this MCO, the past MCO, because my auntie get to come back from London to renew her visa, so she came back, and then when she came back, the MCO happened, so she was stuck here for like 6 months, and I was really happy about that because I get to spend a lot of time with my family. And yeah, and once the MCO was lifted, she went back to London, and then everyone went back to work. So I really love the family time together, and I think it's very it's something that I need to appreciate more as my grandparents are actually getting older. I don't know how much time I can spend more with them, so I really enjoy the moment during the MCO. Now I will pass it to Juan.
The moment that I'm enjoying now is when, similar to you during the MCO, when I had the opportunity to experience a lot of things that I never thought I would experience before. For example, working online. So it used to be a privilege. Like if I had a friend who worked online last time, even before the MCO, we would say things like, wow, you don't even need to wake up to go to office. You can just wake up and with whatever you want, just sit in front of your computer, and then you don't need to do anything. You can just start work. So these are something that I never thought of happening to me, and since it happened to me, I think I'm enjoying those moments where I can just wake up and sit in front of the computer. Okay, passing it next to Michael.
Okay, thanks, Joanne. So for me, the moments that I truly enjoy the most, that gives me a lot of tranquility, is during weekends where I usually go out and play chess tournaments. So I am an amateur chess player. So usually every weekends I would go out and play chess tournaments. So I played normally chess tournaments are held in shopping malls, universities, hotels, these sort of places. So what I enjoy most about playing in chess tournaments are, number one is just the competitive nature of it. Number two, a lot of my friends in my inner circle are due to me meeting them over chess tournaments. And thirdly, I get to travel, and I have traveled to almost every state in Malaysia to play chess, to play in chess tournaments. So it's chess gives me a sense of every time I play chess, every time I go to a tournament, it gives me a sense of enjoyment. So that's it for me. Natty, do we still have time, or or yeah? Yeah. So I'll pass it over to our GE, Miss Javin.
Okay, for myself, enjoy every moment. I think this team is really relevant to me because originally I was born and raised in Johor, and initially my job also in Johor. But now because of the reshuffle, so I'm still remain at the same department, but I actually being transferred to HQ, which is what I'm here in Setia Alam. So I appreciate every arrangement, and especially for the past few years, like the breakout of this COVID until now, I got the flexibility to move around, as in my boss is really considerate, as in he and she offer to me that, oh, since Javin, you are living alone here in KL, so why don't that you just travel back to Johor so that you can spend time with your family. So you see, in lockdown period, like everybody just kept inside your house. So I'm able to enjoy and spend more time with my family despite all the very packed schedule during this pandemic. And now I'm actually shifted back to KL. Okay, and also get used with this. So enjoy, whether be it I'm in Johor or KL. I think I do appreciate everything that I have right now. So yeah, that's my reach the time limit. Okay, right. So next maybe I pass it to our TME, Biyang.
Thank you, Javin. So the moment that I enjoy the most is actually same with Michael. During every weekend, I enjoy every moment, everything that I do during weekend, because that is the time that, you know, I'm free from stress, free from the stress of my work. And I get to spend time with my family and hang out with my friends. Yeah. Yeah, so that's all from me. So I would like to pass it over to Malati.
Sorry, technical error. For me, I would say that what happened this year slightly different because I get to go back to my hometown because of lockdown. Likewise, like Jervin shared earlier, my manager being very supportive. She was telling that, you know, since you can be working from home, why not you go? Because otherwise for Deepavali, I only go like a guest. My mom will prepare everything. So this time around, I get to go back much earlier and, you know, be a team player at home, cleaning up house before Deepavali, you know, pretty much, yeah, involved in the Eve preparation. So that was very, very good. Do we have more time or?
Okay. Sorry, don't have time anymore.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you everyone for participating. Now, the word of the day is tranquility. The meaning of the word is a peaceful, calm state without noise, violence, worry, and etc. The example is, I love the tranquility of the countryside. Now, in general, virtual room ethics means showing respect for the speaker by muting your microphone unless you're speaking. It's important for the speakers to see that the audience is interested and listening to them. Start the video. Video is a powerful way to maintain a human connection in a virtual meeting. Additional tips: look directly into the camera when you're talking, and you can look at the person, look at the screen. You may move the person's picture to the middle of the top of the screen. So when you look at the person, it looks like you are actually talking to them. Most importantly, we talk about 3 topics of SRP, sex, religion, and politics, with sensitivity and respect. Before we proceed with the meeting, please switch off your handphone or set it on silent mode. And thank you. I would now like to hand over the control to our president, Jen.
So ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to acknowledge a few of our members. So these are our bi-weekly acknowledgements of our members. First person, I'm very glad to acknowledge our member Hui Chi for being the best evaluator and best table topic speaker in other clubs. So she has been the best evaluator in Top Glove and best table topic speaker in USJ Toastmasters Club. Besides, we also have Esther going the extra mile, knowing that sometimes our club sometimes she cannot participate in our club meeting. She went to other club to present a speech. So members, not only in our club, you can present your speech, you can also present in other clubs. Okay, and then the most exciting one, we have Sophia winning the first runner-up in humorous speech contest in a division contest. So this is Sophia winning. Let's look at her journey. This is her speech journey. So now a little bit encouragement of club visitation. We have Esther prepare speech speaker in other clubs. So you are highly encouraged to join other clubs to experience different environment. So, if you don't know where to join, let me know. I tell you where can you find. So with that, today's theme is enjoying every moment. When I read an article a few months before, I read a sentence. It was something like, I don't remember the exact words, but it was something like this. A lot of people have spent too much time to chase the outcome of what they want. Okay, then when we sit back and reflect, what is the real outcome? If we gotten the outcome, how stable the outcome will be. So let's take an example. In a relationship, in a romantic relationship, some people says that if you go after a girl and you want this girl to be your girlfriend, after she became your girlfriend, one day you may break up. Even though you get married already, one day you never know divorce may happen. So what is the real outcome? Is it getting together, married? But these things will happen. So if you spend too much time chasing all these outcomes, we forgot something. We forget the process. We forget to enjoy every moment. So enjoying the every moment is about noticing, paying attention onto every moment, every progress, every steps that we take. I still remember last time during my secondary school time, I participated in a swimming competition among Selangor. So it's MSSS competing around among different district. So when I was entering the competition, I was on top of the beside the swimming pool, getting ready to jump in, looking to my left. Wow, state player. Looking to my right. Wow, 3 times champion. So I was terrified. And then but I forgot it, and I jumped in anyway. I swim my very best. When I was swimming, I can feel the water beside me has no wave. Why no wave? They all are very far in front of me. But eventually, I just swam my own pace, and you know what I get? I get the fourth. Why fourth? Because there are only 5 people competing. The last one disqualified, so it's fourth. So this achievement is something that I am proud of, not because I got the fourth. I'm proud of because I enjoy the experience of this competition. Okay, and just like sports, just like in our life, we should enjoy our progress, enjoy the moments where we fight for what we want, and know that these are worth it because of the progress. Okay, with that, let us reflect and think about that. How about you? How about ourselves? Are we enjoying the progress that we have made? Or are we trying too hard to only focus on the outcome? So with that, I would love to have the pleasure to hand over the control over to our Toastmaster of the evening, Dion.
Thank you very much to our President Juan for his wonderful opening speech. Before I move on to brief everyone on the history of Toastmaster International, let me share with everyone on the educational progress of our members. Can everyone see my screen? All right. So as we can see from here, today, our member Malati and Hui Chi will be delivering their prepared speech. Both of them are very good speakers. Thus, fellow Toastmaster and guests, You must stay until the end of this meeting to learn from our two great speakers for tonight. And moving on to our Toastmaster International history. Toastmaster International is a non-profit organization. The first Toastmaster Club was founded in the basement of YMCA in Santa Ana, California in 1924 by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. And currently, there are around 528,000 members worldwide in around 16,340 clubs in 152 countries. And our club is in the area of C5 under Division C. In Toastmaster, an area is then made up of 4 to 5 clubs. 4 to 5 areas form a division, and from a few division is then form a district. And Malaysia, we are currently in District 102. The mission of Toastmaster Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn helping to build our confidence and personal growth. Toastmaster International have 11 specialized learning paths. You may approach our ESCO team member for further information. Coming to the history of our club was established in year 2005, and this is our 16th anniversary as the first bilingual Toastmaster Club in the whole Klang Valley. Our vision is we learn, we speak, we lead. We normally conduct the meeting in English, and Mandarin will only come into picture during table topic sessions, prepared speech sessions, and evaluation sessions. Members can have a choice of either doing Mandarin or English path. The best part about joining Klang Bilingual Toastmaster Club is that member and guests get to expose to these two languages, therefore speed up your learning in these two languages. And in today's meeting, we have 3 sessions. The first session is impromptu speech sessions. This is the thinking and speak on the spot sessions. I strongly encourage members and guests today to take this opportunity to participate in these sessions to improve our impromptu thinking and speaking skill. And the second session is prepare speech sessions, whereby our member will deliver their speech assignment. And the third session, evaluation sessions, we will have our evaluator to provide honest and constructive feedback to our speaker for improvement. Without further ado, let me now invite our role player for today to explain their role in this meeting. First of all, I would like to invite our grammarian for today. Our grammarian for today is Michael. Let us welcome Michael to explain his role in this meeting.
Thanks, Biyang. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I'm Michael, and I'm your grammarian for this session. So as the grammarian, I shall note the good use of the language and also point out the grammatical errors used during the meeting. Allow me to reiterate again. The word of the day is tranquility. The meaning of this word is a peaceful, calm state without noise, violence, worry, etc. An example of a sentence using our word of the day is, I love the tranquility of the countryside. When the speakers use the word of the day, I will need to request everyone to cooperate with me. Please show the clap reaction in Zoom if you hear the word of the day. You are encouraged to use the word of the day as frequent as you could in this meeting, and I will count how frequent this word has been used. Prior to the conclusion of this meeting, I shall give my report. Back to you, Toastmasters of the evening.
Thank you very much to our grammarian, Michael. And next, let us welcome our counter for today, Angie Chan, to explain her role in this meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Beyond. Good evening to fellow members and our special guests. I'll be your counter for this evening. Now I would like to explain my role as an R counter. The purpose of the R counter is to note unnecessary words and sounds that are used as a strush or post filler by everyone who speak. During the meeting, I will listen and count for words and phrases that may be used inappropriately or unnecessarily, such as and, well, but, so, and you know. Sound may include and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this mean. In the end of the meeting, I will report the numbers of the times that each speaker used these unnecessary words and sound. I appreciate your attention. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much to our R counter, NG. And next, let us welcome our timer for today's meal to explain his role in this meeting.
Thank you, TMB Biang. The timer role is to monitor and keep track of the time throughout the meeting. Every session of the meeting is timed. When you reach the minimum time of the session, I will show the green light. When you reach every session, I will show yellow light. And for maximum, I will show the red light. Hence, fellow members and guests, you are urged to deliver your speech within the stipulated time frame. I shall give my report at the end of the meeting. Back to you, Biang.
Thank you very much to our timer, Shazmil. And last but not least, we have the honor to invite the president of EcoWorld Toastmaster Club to be our general evaluator for today. Let us welcome our general evaluator, Zavin, to explain her role in this meeting. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good evening, Biang. Right, my role as a general evaluator, basically it's to evaluate everything that takes place during the meetings. In addition, I also conduct the evaluation portions of your meetings and is responsible for the evaluation teams such as speech evaluators, R counters, grammarians, and also timers. So that's all for my role. Back to you.
Thank you very much to our general evaluator. Fellow Toastmaster and guests, we are now in the first sessions, the table topic sessions. Let us welcome our table topic master, MJ, to help us to conduct these first sessions. Over to you, MJ.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, Biang. I am your table topic master this evening. Now, please allow me to share the screen. Okay, so this will be my screen. Okay, as the table topic master today, I would like to encourage everyone to join this table topic session to improve your impromptu thinking and speaking. Everyone, feel free to join. The table topic session should be short, between 1 minute to 2 minutes. When 1 minute, you will see green light. 1.5 minutes, you will see yellow light. And 2 minutes, you will see red light. And then you have 30 more seconds to end your speech before the bell rings. Okay, for today's table topic session will be a bit different from previously, as I today have prepared 3 English questions and 3 Chinese questions to help our member to improve their Chinese speaking as well during table topic session. The blue color one is English, the red color one is Chinese lah. So you can choose which language you would like to give speech later. Now, can I have the first volunteer, our first brave soul today? Anyone seeing their hand? This could be fun because the question is fairly easy. If not, I would like to start picking members already. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I saw Angie raise her hand. Oh, our first race. So congratulations, Angie. Now you may choose which language you want. Is it English or is it Chinese?
English.
English. Okay. You may choose from number 1 to number 3. Which
Number 3, please.
number 3. Okay, great. Okay, let's remove. Okay. Things to do on the last day of your life. Angie, things to do on the last day of your life. The floor is yours.
Things to do when my last day. Have to think about it. First of all, I'll try to enjoy with my family as much as possible because they are very close to me. And I will invite some of my friends to go for a trip to enjoy together. While I have time, I'll try to do some charity work to enjoy my life with it. Because when you help a person, your life will be meaningful, and I'll keep it as a memory. While I also can continue my work, I won't go for a long-term holiday because life, we mustn't feel like we'll be always giving up even though it's the last day. We have to go on as usual, and we will be having a happy time with colleagues too. As my work is working in clinic and see a lot of patients, I can do a good service with them. So I'll make them happy when I meet them. It's very meaningful when you meet them and make a good service with them with a smile every day. You feel happy when you can help them out. Besides that, I'll try to do what I like, as like never tried before, dancing. Maybe I will try to do some dancing lessons. So now we can use YouTube to do it. We can learn from it, even though we don't have any classes. Just a simple movement in a house also can. And then we can have some time with others. I think I'll stop here. Thank you. Back to you, MJ.
Thank you, Angie, for the wonderful speech. I have to admit the question is a bit sad and not really that easy lah. Okay, so sorry about it. And I feel very happy to hear that you would like to help out people that in need and spend your last day of your life in a meaningful way. Next, I would like to share my screen again, and anyone who would like to volunteer next?
MJ, I want to try.
Okay, that should be Natalie. Okay, Natalie, is it English or Chinese?
English.
Why all people choosing English today? Okay, which question? First or second?
First.
First, okay. things that you enjoy the most in life. Natalie, things that you enjoy the most in life. The floor is yours.
Okay. The things I enjoy the most in my life, I would say that is my everyday life. I enjoy every single day. Well, you know, it's not like every day you get ups, like you're happy every single day. No, no, it's not like that. But I enjoy the moments and those little things in my life, even though it's like, for example, I'm very stressed about my assignments right now, and I just started a job and I have to work and I have to study. So it's very stressful, but I enjoy it. And also another thing that I enjoy in my life is to be able to eat. I love to eat. I love to eat good food, but even though I love to eat, but I am still quite picky. If you know me, I don't eat vegetables. I don't eat this. I don't eat that. But I love to eat. I only love to eat the food that I want to eat. I enjoy this. Other than this is another thing that I enjoy is to be with my family. When I was younger, I really don't like this. I'm honest that I don't like to spend time with my family because, as you know, when I was younger, I was a bit rebellious and I would like to just hang out with my friends. I think that my friends are so good. My friends is the best. Whatever they give me, whatever advice they give me, they are all correct. But actually, the older I get, actually, I realize that actually you have to listen to the elders. So now I have a younger sister now. So I always tell her that just listen to me. That's all for mine. Thank you. Back to you, MJ.
Okay, thank you, Natalie, for your sharing. Oh, next, who would like to try for the next question? We have one English question left and 3 Chinese. I saw Ken want to speak just now. Ken, is your microphone working right now?
Hey, MJ, can you hear me okay?
Yes, can hear you, bro. Okay.
Good,
Which
good.
question do you want? English or Chinese?
Yeah, can I take the English one?
Why? Okay.
Why?
My next person will take Chinese. No more choice for the rest. The most unforgettable moment in life. The most unforgettable moment in life. Ken, the floor is yours.
Life is really full of surprises, right? And life is really like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get, right? This is actually from Tom Hanks in a movie called Forrest Gump. And true enough, life is full of surprises. I remember at the age of 28, I got married, and that was really a surprise. And I wasn't prepared for it, but it happened. It was happened just a slip of a second, obviously maybe not second, but it was so that things just happened so quickly. And I met up with my wife at the time was a girlfriend. Then in a few months' time, then she became my wife. So that was really a shocking moment, right? And imagine that you always carry a bachelor status with you, and suddenly you change your status quite drastically, and especially when you walk up to the stage during your marriage wedding night, you have to hold up your glass and say toast. Yum! That was really something so awkward at the time that happened to me, and all my friends was mostly bachelor, they will kind of laugh at me and say that, Ken, there goes your bachelor days. So yeah, back to you, MJ.
Thank you, Ken, for your sharing. I was hoping that you would like to share more. It's okay, maybe we have other time to hear about your story. Okay, next, we only have Chinese question left. Any volunteer? Or I can choose.
MJ, I'd like to try.
Is that oh, Hui Xi. Okay, Hui Xi. Which question do you want?
Number 4.
5, 6, number 4. Okay. Let's, to be honest, actually, the question is just in Chinese lah. Okay. 您一生中最享受的事情，慧气，您一生中最享受的事情。The floor is yours.
我一生中最享受的事情，如果我说是讲演会的话，你们可能会翻白眼。什么？这个人整天讲演会，难道他就没有其他的生活了吗？当然，这只是一小部分。讲演会是蛮好玩的，可是今天我们没有其他的贵宾们来一起参与，不用紧，我们这边就好好的彼此互相学习。除了讲演会之外，我人生当中最享受的是什么呢？就是学习一些新的知识，跟分享一些知识给其他的人。那也是为什么我会在讲演会这么久的原因。我想我在你们当中应该是最老的一个，虽然样子不是很像，跟你们可以掺得进去，讲话也应该还 OK 哦。当中要说还有什么事情是享受的呢？我想也没有什么特别吧，可能就是和朋友聊天叙旧，或者是了解他们在做些什么事情，也会为他们在他们的生命当中找到他们的生活方向感到高兴。也就是可能这近几个月以来，大家彼此都没有那种面对面的见面，过后在这段期间有这样的一个机会来联络的一些感想。我想我的话也不是很好，就到这边了。Back to you, MJ.
Okay, thank you, Hui Chi, for being our first member to give impromptu speech in Chinese. Congratulations. Actually, I was trying to understand what is 讲演会 lah just now. Is 讲演会 Toastmaster in Chinese? Yes, I think the answer is yes. Sorry?
Giving speech.
Giving speech. Oh, okay. Maybe my Chinese not that good. So sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, next, who would like to try out the last 2 questions? I would like to volunteer someone if no one going to try.
Maybe I try, Javin.
Oh, yes, I was going to call you.
Okay, before you call my names, I volunteer myself.
Okay. Oh, which question do you want? Number 5?
Okay, I pick number 6.
Number 6.
6号。
好，可以。6号的。在你生命的最后一天，你会想要做些什么事情来度过你人生中的最后一天呢？ Javin, the floor is yours.
在我生命中的最后一天，我觉得我会好好的享受我一个人的时间，因为我们一生中，我会说这一生里面，我们为了很多事情而忙，我们为了家人，为了朋友，为了工作，很多东西都是为了别人，可能这些事情都会把你带到一个很好的地方，或者是会让你学习到很多东西，但是在这些整个过程当中，其实你会发现其实你很少花时间在自己的身上。我会说是大多数人啦，你会忘了，这些东西我做的这些事情，不管是我的家人、我的朋友，或者是我的同事、老板，其实 到最后是为了要让我自己更好，所以最后一天的话，我觉得我要犒赏我自己，我犒赏我自己，为了我这么努力的去活着，这么努力的去把那些好的事物、美好的事情带给我的身边的人，所以最后一天我会好好的待在家，处在一个我很舒适的自己的一个小窝。从早上开始，我会准备一份非常丰富的早餐。我不确定大家的早餐会是怎么样 ，OK？ 但最近我非常热衷于泡咖啡，手冲咖啡。我会好好的就是坐在我的餐桌前，准备好我的手泡咖啡，然后准备一个很简单，可以非常简单，就是一份炒蛋呀，一片面包，就好好的享受这一个只有我自己的时光。然后我会坐在客厅，找一部非常棒的电影啊，因为最后一天时间可能不太多，没有办法去追那些连续剧，所以我会找一部非常棒的电影，可能是很久很久之前，但是风评非常好的电影，我会坐在那里享受。然后打电话给我的家人朋友，跟他们说最后一次电话，然后就跟这世界说再见。So 这是我的最后一天。
Thank you, Jerry， 谢谢 Jerry for 你的 sharing。听到有一点想要哭，就讲到自己最后一天要做什么，好像要离开了这样。所以let me translate in English. Thank you, Jerry, for your sharing. I feel very sad for this question, for my own question, because thinking about how you want to spend the last day of your life. You know, after this, you are not going to be around anymore. You will feel a bit sad. So back to our theme today. So let's just enjoy every moment in our life, because you never know what will happen next. Is tomorrow come first or accident come first? You never know. Okay, so next I would like to pass back to our Toastmaster of the evening, Pia, to continue with the next session. Thank you everyone for participating.
Thank you very much to our table topic master MJ for preparing these interesting sessions to help our members to practice our impromptu thinking and speaking skill. I believe those who have participated in these sessions would like to know how well you are doing. To know that, let us welcome our table topic evaluator. It is none other than our President Juan, to provide us his evaluations to our table topic speaker. Over to you.
Before I start, let's take a vote first. Can you see the poll?
Yes, can see.
Let's take 1 minute for this poll, so I got time to adjust my evaluation. Have anybody answered the poll? Because from my point of view, nobody submitted yet.
I think there's an error. Like once
Yeah,
I click the submit.
Yes.
Oh,
It says poll doesn't start or end, something like that.
Yes, I also have the same.
can I try again? Yes, it's working now.
Okay.
Hey, let's start our evaluation today. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to give them a round of applause. I think giving table topics was never easy, and I really amazed by all these brave souls, whether it's English or Mandarin speakers. So first of all, the first speaker, Angie. What I think I love about your progress is I notice the deep breathing before you start. This, I think this works very well to calm yourself, to take time before you start. So this is one good thing that you've done. So one thing that you can consider improving is your tone emphasizing. For example, when you talk about you want to practice dancing, you can purposefully emphasize on the word dancing. Okay, so make things, I notice you have been quite monotone throughout your speech. So when you emphasize a tone, you will achieve your tonality differences, and this will grab the audience attention. Now let's go to our second speaker today, Natalie. Natalie have been always avoiding to speak in our meeting, and she has demonstrated great bravery today. So Natalie, what I think you did very well is you have shared a stories to prove your point. You wish to say that you enjoy every day. I noticed the stuck, but you quickly change what you say into a story. You quickly change it to saying that you are now working and studying. At the same time, you are not happy every day, but you are enjoying your everyday life, learning and striving for a better future. So one thing that I think you can consider is to share with us a take-home message. Share with us what can we get away from your speech, or probably share with us why do you enjoy every day is kind of special. Because the question is enjoying every moment. What moment is your most enjoyable one? You mentioned every day, and why is it every day is so enjoyable? Share more with us. Let us know more about you. Okay, the third speaker, Ken. A very good strength that I noticed from Ken is he has been very descriptive, like how he mentioned the moment where he met his one special person, from being bachelor all his life into being into a relationship. And then until the married time where he got to say, yeah, sing. So I found this very descriptive, and it gives me a lot of imagination of what situation it is. So that I think is a very good strength in a speech. So one thing that I wish to get more from the speech, and I think you can consider giving us, is like what NJ said, share us more, but not just share us random things, share us what can we get from the speech. Share us what can we do to be like you? What can we do to be like you, having that very special moments of surprise, or treasuring the opportunity of this surprise moment. Okay, and with that, moving on to 华文演讲者何一期，我觉得你做到很好的就是你已经很成功的吸引了我们的注意。我觉得你很厉害，吸引到我们注意力。你说的就是你会知道我们天天以为你只会讲演讲会，然后你的开始就讲演讲会，这个吸引了我的注意力，然后你就转一下讲，如果我讲演讲会的话，你一定觉得我很闷，你有别的生活了没？发现到那个咩？也接下来那是一个很好的东西，就是你吸引到我们，很成功的吸引到我们的注意力。然后我觉得可以考虑以后的进步，就是多告诉我们一点，为什么这些东西是你享受的东西？为什么你享受演讲会？为什么你享受跟朋友聊天这种过程？拉回去，我们今天的主题就是享受过程，享受每一天的过程。所以我们当你在解释，当你在演讲的时候，你拉回去我们的 主题的时候，它会更加进步了我们的当场发挥的能力。OK， 然后最后一位，Jovin，我觉得你做的很好，就是你一开始就已经跟我们讲了，你的演讲里面我们会学到什么东西，然后我学到的就是爱惜自己，珍惜自己。很多时候像你讲的，很多时候我们为了别人去拼，去工作，可是到头来我们有时候忽略了自己，可是我们没有想过这些全部都是为了自己有更好的未来。所以我觉得这是一个很好的东西，就是告诉我们一个我们可以学习的东西。以后进步的空间就是，我觉得你可以像灰气一样，找一个办法吸引我们的注意力。我觉得可能吸引我们注意力的方法有几种，一个是问问题，一个是好像 Ken 描述一个很仔细的一个情况，去让我们去幻想出来那个情况，那种也是一个吸引我们的一种方法。所以going back to English, a conclusion, all in all, I think NJ have did a very creative job in mixing Mandarin and English in a table topic session, forcing everyone to try different things, and it is a challenge. So and I would like to also thank to all the different speakers for giving me the opportunity for this challenge, and I appreciate this opportunity, and I thank you for giving a very wonderful speech tonight. With that, moving back to our Toastmaster of the evening, Bian.
Thank you very much to our table topic evaluator, Jen, for providing us such valuable feedback to our speaker for improvement. And with that, fellow Toastmaster and guests, this concludes the first half of our meeting. Before we go for 10-minute break, let us invite everyone to turn on your camera or video. Let us take a group photo. Can I have Milton? Are you there? Natalie, are you there? All right. I think probably Milton, you are not convenient. That's fine. All right. Let us have our group photo sessions. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. So we will have another photo freestyle. All right. Is everyone ready? 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you, everyone. So this is our break time. So the time now is 8:22. So we shall back by 8:32. All right.
Hi, Joanne. Thanks for the invitation. Sorry I was late.
No worries. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you are here today.
Now it's working from office back again.
Are you home now?
Yes, I am.
Nice.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
The cars are increasing on the roads. I don't know whether you work from home or whether you work from office.
I work from home.
Oh, yes, lucky. There are more and more cars on the road right now.
The traffic
Because the weather is
normal. Traffic back to
almost
now.
Yeah, almost. It's just that students haven't returned to school. So it's not yet as bad as it was before, but it's increasing. And the weather is so panas. So on the way home, the drive home, the sun is really, really bright.
Driving in a hot weather makes me asleep.
Yeah, you need really good noise to keep you awake, music or audiobook or something.
This afternoon, I almost fell asleep when driving home. I went out for lunch and then I drive home in the hot weather.
Must have been quite a distance.
Yeah, 30 minutes distance, but I almost fell asleep.
Okay, yeah. And after lunch as well.
I almost died. Okay, no, not that not that serious.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
So Jane, when you will back to university, college, right, for teaching?
Not so soon. They are looking at next semester.
Which uni?
Taylor's Uni. Taylor's.
Okay. Oh, so they haven't started.
The students can choose to have physical or virtual.
Okay.
So actually a lot of lecturers have go back already. But for my subjects, I am approaching every student's first semester students. There is around 1,000 plus students. So not so convenient to go back because of the huge amount of students we are approaching. So they are considering to have only 2 physical weeks for next semester for my subject, and the others are online. So that one
but
is for
particularly with the variant right now, Omicron. What do you teach, Juan?
I teach life skills.
Okay, life skills. Yes, like not falling asleep while driving.
Yeah, emotional intelligence is nothing to do like not falling asleep. In fact, it's more towards how to fall asleep. No lah. Knowing falling asleep. Sleep is one of the very important topic to talk about. We need sleep a lot. It's also life skills. A lot of people cannot sleep, right?
That's true. There's so many sleep trackers these days. Your watch can track your sleep. Your phone has apps to track your sleep. It's
This is so important.
delays your bedtime just to set up all these things. If you're keen to know how well you sleep.
So do you do any survey that nowadays people prefer to sleep more at night or daytime due to daytime?
No, I didn't do any survey about sleep before. But I think there are a lot of research done in sleep. I know a few researchers that focus in doing research in sleep. Usually have a concert while driving, so they are talking about sleeping in while driving indeed. MK, where do you get your jokes? YouTube. I will find that. Thank you for recommendation. What time are we continuing?
8:32.
5 more minutes. Going to toilet. Be right back. It's like YouTube library. And here you got Mandarin one. Mandarin joke. Join. No worries. Malati, are you ready?
Sorry?
How is your preparation mentally?
It's never enough, always.
Mentally preparation, how is it?
Mentally also not prepared.
Oh.
Sorry? Is that Angie?
I see Jen making you nervous.
Oh, no,
Start a question like that to you.
Yeah, why you want to stress the speakers, Jen?
Yeah, shouldn't ask that question. Make her relax more a bit.
Give you a tip. Remember to breathe.
But I know she will be the best.
Oh, you are even stressing me more.
Okay, I start.
This mentor
was better. Jen was better.
Okay, I stop.
Relax.
Remember to breathe, okay? Vicky, how's your preparation?
Okay, all good. Actually, I took lesser time, not enough preparation. Hopefully, my evaluator will be gentler on me today.
I know your evaluator is always gentle.
Yeah. Why you all so quiet today? Very stressed, eh? Make the speakers very stressed.
I don't know. What's so quiet today? I'm also wondering.
Oh, there's a newcomer here. Dokala Chumi.
Doka is it a guest?
Yeah, Doka is our guest. Yeah.
Hi, Doka. Oh, it's 8:32 already.
Yeah. Hi, Doka. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, we are now wanted to start our second sessions of our meeting for today. And this is our prepared speech sessions.
Oh, I see. Sorry, yeah, I'm so late because I just finished my work today.
No worries. You can always join us another time. Our next meeting, we will always send you the meeting invitation. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. All right, let us move on to our second sessions for tonight. Our first speaker for tonight is Malati, who will be delivering presentation mastery level 1 project 2 evaluation and feedback. Is it true? Our first speaker, Malati, she is here today to share her true story. She is ready to share with everyone her true story. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our first speaker, Malati. Is it true? Is it true? Malati, over to you.
Right. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters. I'm here today to tell you a story, a real story about my Is It True moment. April this year, after much research and thinking, I enrolled to KBTC, looking for a platform to enhance my speaking and my presentation skill. a skill that I had and lost it due to lack of practice. Well, I hear someone asking why April. April because I sort of got an indication from my management that I'm due for a promotion. And I more or less knew what was the role all about. At the same time, I also know what's my current gap. The new role will require me to interact, have active speaking, communication with my stakeholders, involving also presentation, senior managers, as well as managing directors. At the same time, I know what's my gap. I had so much of fillers whenever I speak. I have obsession for the word and. I have no clue why. And there are times that I tell myself, if I were to listen back what I speak, I will not forgive myself. Trust me, it's that bad. Knowing that, I decided to work on my gap. I delivered my first ice-breaking session in May. And somehow rather, as expected, I have to say, my promotion happened. With promotion, as we know, there comes extra responsibility. So my first task sort of that was given is I had to conduct a webinar with one of my colleagues to talk about working from home challenges. 2 sessions. She did most of the talking. I literally took down notes, no complaints, because I was more than happy to let her to do what she was doing. My journey continued in KBTC. I tried not to miss any of the sessions. I took part in role plays, most of the time living with the feeling that, should have done it better. Here comes July. I also had different challenges where I had to skip some of the meetings, whereby COVID came and hit very badly in terms of some of my working colleagues and subordinates. It took a toll on me. After missing few meetings and all that, I had a situation where I was asking myself, is it true I'm benefiting after joining KBTC? Am I getting a return in terms of the time that I've spent? I had many questions and I've not improved. I know that for that matter as well. Well, despite all the thinking, I still renewed my membership in September. In fact, I know I was the first one. October come, here comes that I have to do another webinar with my same colleague. This time around, slightly better, as in different situation, working from home. For those who are working from home, we need to talk about post-pandemic. So I expected this second session to be the same as the previous one, as in she'll be doing most of the talking. My colleague was smart, I have to say. So what she told me is, hey, Malati, since it's 2 sessions, this time you do the first one and I will do the second one. I was like, is it true she's asking me to lead the first one? I was like, oh no, I'm not prepared, but I don't have a choice. So we went for a discussion. We decided on the slides. All right. So the actual way of webinar came. And that happened to be the day that it was one of the busiest days for me. And I didn't get a chance to prepare for that session prior to that. So I only had on that day 30 minutes before. I looked through my slides and I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to say. I was preparing. Even it was less than 30 minutes because I had the participants coming and joining the session. And the session went well. Everyone was participative. I was like, is it true my session? Right. So prior to the second session, my colleague and I, we had like 5 minutes to catch up because it was the same colleague we did the previous one. And guess what she told me? She said, hey, Malati, you spoke so well. You're so confident. The flow was so good. I was like, is it true she's telling me? I was completely shocked. I was just trying to understand, comprehend, to be honest. I did say to her that, hey, I joined Toastmaster. If you're ever wondering, the before and after could be that. But despite saying that, I was not convinced for myself. Well, her session ended and I had time to sit and reflect. I asked myself, is it true that I've progressed? If yes, then why am I not feeling it for myself? After thinking, I got an answer. And the answer is because all this while, I've been comparing myself among the trees that has grown around me. The trees that I'm referring to are my fellow Toastmasters who come for all the meetings and deliver awesome speeches. I've always looked at them as a very, very large tree that has grown and comparing myself, looking at my gap. I failed to realize that, hey, look, I also had got leaves sprouting out of me. I failed to realize that. So is it true? Yes, it is true that Malati has actually grown. And I told myself that moving forward after this, I'm not going to doubt the process, trust the process. Every plant grows differently. There is no doubt. And I also told myself one more thing is, next, whenever I see another tree, I'm going to tell myself that if that tree can grow that far, I can also grow that much. So I'm going to admire rather than comparing and having a gap, thinking about my gap. Well, I know it took me 6 months to deliver my second speech, but no regrets, because I'm going to enjoy my every moment whenever I attend this meeting, embrace the process, no regrets, and I know that I have delivered my second speech confidently in front of all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to our first speaker, Malati. I love your authenticity and honesty in delivering this speech. It's a very good speech. Thank you for sharing your true story to us. And moving on to our second speaker. Our second speaker for tonight is Hui Chi, who will be delivering speech, Presentation Mastery, Level 2, Project 2, Effective Body Language Pinnacles. Let us welcome our second speaker, Hui Chi. She is the person who loves hiking. Let us welcome Hui Chi Pinnacles. Pinnacles Hui Chi, over to you.
Have you ever done any crazy things in your life? I can see anyone raising hands, definitely no. 2, 3, 4. Thanks for responding. Ken, probably it's your marriage, right? Craziest thing in your life. As for me, do I look like someone who will do crazy things in my life? Angie, you are nodding your head. Definitely no. Until one day, my buddy Yvonne asked me this question. Hui Chi, do you want to go to hike pinnacles at Mulu National Park? I look at her and immediately say yes, without much hesitation, because she's my buddy and I'll never turn her down for any invitation, even though I didn't know what was pinnacles all about. After I say yes to her, I quickly rush back home and Google pinnacles. I was shocked when I looked at the information and photos. There were razor sharp limestone cleaning on the mountain. Not only that, most of the tracks were 90 degrees steep. This track was definitely not for the faint-hearted and definitely requires certain level of fitness in order to challenge it. I started to sweat because I promised her to go for such a crazy hike. However, since I already promised her, I'll keep my promise. And I changed my mindset to, I can do it. There were 5 of us in this hiking trip. So all of us were very excited about this trip because we have never challenged this kind of rock surface before. As the day had arrived, we happily landed at Mulu National Park. In total, there are 2 parts of the hike. The first part was 9 kilometers with an easy stroll to the base camp. It is not the base camp in Toastmasters International that all of you are familiar with to do our Pathways project. Rather, the base camp name is Camp 5. So with the start of the journey, I brought along a 7 kg hand carry luggage together with me. Can you imagine this? It was irrational to bring this kind of hand carry luggage to a hiking trip. I was being a cheapskate that didn't want to invest in a proper hiking bag. I thought it was okay. I threw in all the necessities into this hand carry luggage. For example, sleeping bag, clothing, medicine, whatever you name it, I have it. It was just like Doraemon's pocket. At the beginning of this 9 kilometer trek, it was slow and steady. As the time goes by, the hand carry luggage was getting heavier and heavier and heavier. At the same time, I looked at my other teammates. They were all doing fine with their proper hiking bag. It distributed evenly on their shoulder and on their waist of their weight. I almost wanted to give up due to the tiredness, and I couldn't really hang in there anymore. Finally, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. The base camp was just right in front of us. I was so happy, I rushed towards it and dropped down my heavy belongings. At that base camp, we recharged ourselves for the next day challenging hike. Next day, the sun has not come out and the sky was still dark. The guide briefed us through the day what to expect for the hike. The wind was chilling and it seeped through into our jacket. It was dark and cold. We switched on our torchlight and we started our 2.4 kilometer challenge to the Pinnacles hike. 2.4 kilometer. Sound easy, isn't it? It was just a short hike. The beginning was easy with big rock. And at the end, there was ladder in front of us. It's not only one, but there are 17 more ladders in front of us. Some of them were even 90 degrees steep. Even at one point of the time, Yvonne and I both lose track of our guide. We lose our way to the Pinnacles hike. We kept talking to each other so that we remove the fear in our head and also the tiredness, the numbness on our body. And finally, the good news was we heard some chit-chatting sound and laughter. And we knew we had managed to challenge the peak. We saw our guide and Sam, the first friend among us who reached the peak. We were amazed by the tranquility at the peak. The fascinating view was amazing. When we changed our mindset to, I can do it, we managed to challenge the hike. This hiking trip had reminded me, if we have the right mindset of I can do it, unachievable is achievable. There are countless ladders and countless challenges in this trip. Same goes to our life. There are countless problems and endless dark hours in our life. However, when we manage to control our mindset, to change it to a I can do it attitude, we definitely can climb over all these obstacles and reach our beautiful destination. It's definitely worth the fight. And we will reach our beautiful destination. Back to you, Toastmasters of the evening. Yeah.
Thank you very much to our second speaker, Hui Chi, for giving us an inspiring speech and a couple of wonderful take-home message. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard two great, fantastic speakers. Let us now vote for the best speaker. All right, I believe everyone should have voted for the best speaker. With that, I shall now hand over the control to our general evaluator for today's Jervin. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good evening. I'm so sorry that I will have to turn off my camera for this general evaluation, the evaluation sessions. But
I think, Jervin, you have muted yourself.
okay, do you hear me just now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so first thing first, I would like to apologize first because I'm so sorry that my laptop battery is running low and I actually left the chargers at my office. So I have to off my camera for this entire evaluation sessions. So bear with me. So for today's, like I mentioned, my role today is just to evaluate the entire meeting. But first thing first, I would like to invite my team, evaluation teams, to give the speech evaluation. So with that, I shall invite the evaluator for our speaker number one, the first speaker, who is Malati. So shall I invite Ken to give his evaluations? Ken?
Hi, thank you, General Evaluator Jervin. Good evening, Toastmasters and friends. I think you would agree with me that Malati has done a fantastic jobs about this speech, and I heard her previous speech and it was great. But this time, I must say that she has elevated herself to another level. Why? Because I managed to compare that from her previous speech, she is more calmer and her message in the speech was very, very clear. So this gives us an idea that she had done a lot of homework, she done a lot of preparations and maybe many rehearsals to make the whole conversation very, very smooth. I don't hear hiccup. That was a perfect speech. And what I noticed beside a clear speech is that you put in some interesting features in your speech. For example, you change your background when the moment you're trying to catch an attention from the audience, saying that you kind of, like a light bulb just turn on from your mind, saying that, hey, something's really happening well, but you did not know. You were still doubting about yourself. What was the process that carry on and improve yourself? And you did not realize that. And that was actually coming from a persistent and perseverance of joining Toastmaster. And that was the fruitful result that you gain out of this process, right? So that was really well prepared, I must say, your speech. And I really enjoy it. And if you don't mind, perhaps let me just give you two improvement points. With my humble opinions, I must say that your overall session was very good, but if you could just move your video cam to slightly lower a bit so that it can cover your body feature and your hand movement, because throughout this whole sessions, I must say that Malati, you gave out a lot of points and you have some body language, but this body language, I must say that it was just somehow below the screen and it was not fully captured. So if you don't mind, in your next speech, try to bring up your body language with your hand movement slightly above so that it could enhance your message across to the audience, right? And the other point that I have is when you share a message to the audience, especially when you say that you were surprised that your colleague want you to take the first slot and she take the second, and you say that, oh no, I was not prepared. So that kind of moment you should try to exaggerated. Say, oh no, I was not prepared. God. So that kind of higher tone would able to catch the attention of the audience. So this was something that you could probably improve in your subsequent speech. So we are looking forward to hear a great speech from you. Thank you, Malati. Back to you, General Elevator.
Thank you so much, Ken. I do agree with the points that you point out, exactly like what are the good way, what are the areas for improvements for Malati. Yes, very nice sharing. All right, next, we move on to our second evaluator for our speaker number 2, who is Chai. How to call the names? Hey, give me a second. Hui Chi. Hui Chi, is it? Okay, so may I invite our distinguished Toastmaster, Zarina, to share your evaluations to Hui Chi. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much to the General Evaluator, Jervin. So congratulations, Suichi, not just on delivering this speech, but on reaching the pinnacles of Mulu. I actually Googled it when you mentioned it. I never knew about it before this. So congrats on the double achievement of the speech as well as the journey. Unlike your trek up the pinnacles, I did not find your speech difficult to follow or an arduous journey to follow at all. So Huishi, you have a lot of great things going for you as a speaker. First thing, you know exactly how to grab attention right from the opening. You opened up with a question, and what I appreciated was that you did not dwell too much on the question. You went straight to the pinnacles and introduced us to the setting of your story. Second, you have superb storytelling instinct. Your story flowed, it had an opening. We were all hooked and we really wanted to know how your trek up the pinnacles was. And there was drama and there was an ending, very important. Third, this project focuses on this, the nonverbal aspects of it. Excellent use of expressions. Your face, as well as your body gestures and the way you moved your face to the camera and then back again to emphasize certain points, how you use your eyes and your smile or not to smile so much, and your hands when you gestured to show the numbers and also to emphasize points. So wonderful job on that. And I would say that for this project, that was the most important part. Now for you to work on, let's focus on the expressions. What I would have liked to see is the contrast in your storytelling. For example, the first 2 parts of your trek up the pinnacles was very difficult, and I thought you could have dramatized it a lot more, not just with your voice, but also with your expression, which means that when you were like carrying that 9-kilometer bag, show it to us how heavy that bag was. Sorry, not 9 kilometers, 7-kilo bag, right? Over 9 kilometers, so it was a heavy bag basically. And then when you were going up that steep incline, that 2.4 kilometers, short distance, but it was so steep. So that, show it to us with your body. You can show that it was a difficult trek, and you can show it with your face, which means that you may have to reduce the smiling a little bit during the difficult part. So that would have dramatized and also wrap the story to the ending a lot better, because the ending was where you reached the top. And I really wanted to hear more. What did you see from the pinnacles? I mean, did you see the valleys? Did you see, what did Mulu look like from the top up there? And how high were you up there? I mean, 2.4 kilometers, but how high were you compared to all the surrounding areas? What did you see that grabbed your attention? So that contrast, the hardship, and then that relief and that feeling of achievement could have been emphasized through all the expression, the tools that you have at your disposal. Otherwise, Hu Chen, you delivered a very masterful speech that hit all the right points in terms of storytelling. Just remember to emphasize contrast, and you'll be an even more masterful storyteller at the pinnacle of your Toastmasters career. Over to you, GE.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Zarina, and also the evaluator for speaker number 2. All right, I do love your expressions, as in you yourself already demonstrate how to excel in body language, which I think that it's the projects for Hui Chi. All right, so thank you so much for both evaluators. Now I shall invite our language evaluators, who is also known as the grammarians, who always want to pay attention throughout the entire meetings, listen to all of us speeches, and I think this role is also the most scariest positions or role players that I scare the most in the meetings. All right, over to you, Michael.
Thanks, GE. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I will be delivering my grammarian report for this session. So from the top, the word of the day, word of today's session is tranquility. So I have noted only one use of our word of the day for this session by myself. And then in the second section, where we have a look at any mispronounced words or words not used correctly. So during this session, I've detected one mispronounced word, pinnacles. During the session, it was pronounced pinnacle. And the last section, where we look at the good use of sentences, good words, and exceptional expressions. So we have noted several instances of the following. So the following, firstly, comparing myself with trees around me. I have leaves sprouting out of me. Trust the process. Faint-hearted. Life is full of surprises. Life is a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. Tonality difference. And that's it on my end. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Michael. Very insightful and detailing reports. Okay. Now let's invite our, okay, although this is the first time I met this lady, so she's look very kind, very polite. Should I invite Angie, who is our counter? I think in the agenda itself, there's a very interesting terms called pause fillers. May I invite Angie to present your report on this?
Yeah, hold on. I'll share my screen. Thank you for our general evaluator. Okay, for the champion today, we have our GE champion, that is having 10R, 2 so and 2 but. Maybe because she's still new and new environment will be a bit nervous, but it's a good try. Hopefully you can come more with us, enjoy our topic, table topic master. For our Michael have 9R. Maybe he also be nervous. Hopefully you can catch up with us more with this meeting. And our guest, Juan Sarina, will be a lot of using N. Maybe you can try to stop without using and with like start with a new sentences, it will be better. I'll send it back to you, generator, evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think, yeah, you already tried your best to be kind to me. I think in my past record, there's almost more than 15 or almost 20 time fillers in my speech. A little bit improvement, but I definitely will work hard to improve my all these time fillers. All right, next, should I invite the very important but always work very silently behind the scenes, our timer, Shazmi, to present your timer's reports.
Thank you, GE. Angie, can you stop sharing your screen? Okay, thank you. Okay, this is the timer report. We started the meeting slightly late at 7:34 p.m. And I just highlighting the person who have exceed the time when delivering the speech. Okay, Natalie, you are far over the time. You took 9 minutes and 15 seconds. MJ, you are slightly over the time. You took 18 minutes and 35 seconds. Joanne, you took 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Angie, you also over the time during the table topic. You took 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And last but not least, our DTM, Zarina, you took 4 minutes and 6 seconds. And the rest all are within the time frame. And everyone, thank you for your cooperation. And that's all my report. Back to you, GE.
Thank you so much, our timer, Shazmi. All right, next, I would like to, please allow me to share my observations throughout the entire meeting. Now it's my turn, right? Okay, let me retrieve back my reports. I would like to say thank God I'm able to send over the file to my phone so that I'm able to capture all the good things for this meeting. All right, so for my observations to this meeting, I would say from the moments that MJ sent this invitation to me, I do look forward for the meeting because, like I say, this is the first time for me to join the bilingual clubs. So today, he did a very good gesture, as in he reminded about the rooms is open about 7:15. To be honest, that time I'm still like rushing and try to get my laptop ready. So thanks so much. I really appreciate the reminders. Whenever we invited the external guests, I would say it's a really a good suggestions to remind the guests, because sometimes I'm not sure, maybe for my clubs, there are certain external guests, they might forgot about the meetings or forgot about the time, because particularly for us, right, Eco Toastmaster Club, usually our meeting hours will be 5 o'clock. So some of the external guests, I would say usually the community club, the meeting time will be after working hours. So it's a good way to remind them so that they can join the meeting on time. So for today, I would say the meeting, everything ran very smoothly. And I particularly love the vibes here. Even though some of the members, you say that, hey, how come today everybody seems very quiet or not very hyper or very quiet like that? But I don't feel that. I really feel that even though I'm the first time to join this meeting, I feel very welcoming. And that's the good thing. So for the ice-breaking sessions, it's something new for me. And I think it's very good beginning sessions to bring out the theme of today, which is enjoy every moment. And you invite members to share, and the SAA, Okay, Natalie actually lead by examples. She share her own example first, then slowly go to the presidents, then you invite the members and also the guests to share their thoughts about this theme, which is I think is very nice to bring in or tie back to the theme of today. And for the good things that I really love, besides the vibes, I think the briefing of housing rules, I'm not sure whether you really did it every meetings or because of today you have external guests, so you did it like very, I would say it's a very clear explanations. And especially I like the way that you highlighted whenever your speaker, you have to deliver a speech, whether it's a table topic or your assignment speech, remember to look to the camera whenever you talk so that you maintain the eye contact, because I would say eye contact is a key element in this Toastmaster Club. Okay, even though we do it virtually, we still have to ensure that when we talk, people will feel that we're actually looking at them and talk to them. So I think that's a very good way. And I really love this acknowledgement of the members' achievement. Okay, so you share who actually completed which projects, and some even they're not completed their speech or assignment or projects within your own club, but they join other clubs to fulfill their projects or what, you even acknowledged it. I think this gives a very good encouragement to the members, say that, hey, I really committed to complete my educational progress, because I do experience these challenges, as in sometimes members will be a little bit more reluctant to deliver their speech. So I think this is very good. And you also share the educational progress in the meeting, so everybody knows that it's very clear. So next is which projects I will need to deliver. So I think this is very good for us to keep track on every member's educational progress. Okay, and I think this is applicable for these bilingual clubs, as in you do have designated persons to translate, because I think in this meeting, we have people who knows Mandarin or Chinese. We also have members who do not know Mandarin. So whenever members deliver speech in Mandarin, you will have someone to share in the chat box. At the same time, the speaker is speaking Chinese or Mandarin. So it's a good way to make sure that all the audience understand. So you don't like leave them behind. They do not understand when you speaking in Chinese. So that's a good thing. So overall, I really love your meetings. And if I would want to be very picky, so I will have a few points that I can suggest, okay, for you to have better or even good or very own meeting. So maybe share one or two. So like, okay, the first thing that I can share is in our clubs, usually during the table topic sessions, members will tend to be very shy. And when you call, do you have any volunteers? Usually Asian culture, they will just remain silent. So to avoid all this silence, you can have a little games, whether you want to will the names, or you want to, get everybody to pick a number. So, we'll see which number, whether you want to deliver this or you do not need. So you can have a few methods to pick the speakers. And second, if I would like to suggest, like you said, because I love when you say, if any members will use word of the day, please use the clapping emoji. So same goes to this acknowledge also. So when you acknowledge the members' achievement, I think it's also good that, you can either invite the members to show the emoji, or, some of them will say, unmute yourself, clapping, or even, turn on and off the video so that they can see the effect, like, shining, blinking like that. So a little bit of motions to support and shows that your appreciations to this members' effort. So overall, I think the meetings runs very well. Okay, and for the evaluator, okay, let's move on to our evaluator. Today we have a table topic evaluator and another 2 speech evaluator. So for the speech evaluator, okay, we go for this first. I think both evaluators are very experienced, I would say. So by listening to their observations or suggestions, I think from the group chat, I already knew that, yes, it's really useful, practical for our two speakers, which is Malati and also Hui Chi. Definitely, they will pick up some points and improve in their future speech. So I think as an evaluator, right, in conclusion, okay, I would say June, the president of the club, okay, like I shared in the group chat, I love when he giving his evaluation, the table topic evaluation. So he really listened very attentively on which are the points is very good from this speaker, or which are the areas that can be improved, and not just by sharing that, oh yeah, I know, I feel that, oh, your body language can be improved. Stop that. No, he actually give a very specific example. So I think his method is like maybe he's sharing one or two good points and one areas to be improved, which is easy for the speakers to bring home the message. I said, okay, I remember this. Because if you share too many points, people will, maybe they cannot catch it, or they will miss out this. So it's very important to keep it simple, easy to remember. So when Juan give the very specific example that how you can improve, like for example, my case, he actually suggested me two things to draw the attention. You can ask questions, or you can, describe a very specific scene so that people will listen very carefully, then you can draw people's attention. I think I really love this method. Okay, so overall, all the role players, okay, did a very good job. Everyone knows their role very clear, so they're able to demonstrate, practice everything, and yeah, I think it's very important to make sure the meeting runs very, very smooth. So yes, in conclusions, I love your club meetings, and that's all for my reports. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much to our general evaluator for your valuable feedback to our club for our improvement. We will take your feedback and bring our club to the next level. So right now, let's vote for the best evaluator. So with that, I shall now hand over the control to our President Juan for his closing address. Between, is the poll working?
No, not working.
I think it's the same problem. Yeah.
All right.
Relaunch it, yeah, perhaps. Okay.
That is working now. All right. So with that, let us invite our President Juan for his closing address.
First of all, I would like to extend my very sincere, genuine appreciation to all the role players, speakers, and even our external guests, including Distinguished Toastmaster Zarina from Sharan Toastmasters, and our GE, Javin, from Eco World Toastmasters Club. So with that, I noticed I said this at every meeting. With your contribution towards today's meeting, I personally learned a lot from not only our evaluators, also from the way our speakers speak and the things that our speakers talk about. So the lessons, people often say Toastmasters, we learn about public speaking, we learn about communicating, leadership styles. But I think not only that, as we join Toastmasters meeting, we learned not only speaking, we also learn the things that the speakers shared. Very good examples are like what Malati said, to recognize our own strengths, to recognize our own achievements. Like all our speakers mentioned a lot of lessons, and all these lessons are valuable to our life. So we can use them and we can gain them from Toastmasters. With that, I would like to have one announcement for members. So members of KBTC, we are planning to have our anniversary, but looking at the situation of the variant now, I am curious. I actually love to have physical anniversary. I personally love to have that, really. So, but I would like to respect everybody's opinion. So I created a poll for our members to vote. Which one do you prefer more? So we can check on whether you can answer the poll in the chat or not. You can do this later, or yeah. So meantime, while we are sharing this, I would like to invite Zarina to share with us the feeling of the meeting today. How do you feel today?
Hello, hi Joanne. Thanks for having me and inviting me. I echo the general evaluator's comments in that I find KBTC to be very friendly and unintimidating, which is a good ingredient to have for a Toastmasters club. Also, I like the fact that you have diverse members, which is a bit of a surprise to me coming to a bilingual club. So that was a good surprise to find at this club. So the meeting proceeded efficiently and smoothly. The order of how you conduct the meetings is a little bit different, but every club will have their own unique take on how to arrange the segments of the meeting. My comment is only on the timer. Perhaps in future, you may want to consider pinning the timer along with the speakers, spotlighting the timer along with the speakers and evaluators at the relevant segments so that we can see. Just now I didn't have the gallery view on, so I could only see myself as well as Huichi. So apologies for that. But this was a problem as well in Shah Alam Toastmasters Club. So now when it comes to the green light, when we hit the green light, we actually have the Zoom Master spotlight the timekeeper so that whoever is speaking can see that they're about to run out of time. Okay, but otherwise, thanks again for having me and congratulations on your anniversary. How old are you again?
10 years old.
10 years old?
16 years old, yeah, at the rebellious stage.
16, yes, you're much older than I thought. So you're 16 years old, teenager already.
Yeah, rebellious stage.
Yes, so congratulations on that. And I hope to be able to have your members over for Shah Alam's meetings and maybe can consider a joint meeting somewhere down the future.
Thank you so much, Tarina. With that, I would also like to invite our special guest today, non-Toastmaster guest, Dokha. Would you like to share about how do you feel about today's meeting?
Hi, hello everyone. Actually, before this, I got heard about the Toastmaster Club, but I couldn't join in this club. But now I'm taking an initiative and join this club. So far, I'm like a bit challenging for me because this is the first time, but I'm very excited too.
Thank you for being excited. We look forward to having you more, to join us more.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so with that, I would love to continue and pass on the control over to our. Oh wait, before I pass on, please vote your word in the link just now, and then I will be also sharing the link in our group later. So after your vote, I will conclude the vote tomorrow night, and then we will plan accordingly. Okay, with that, passing it to our Toastmaster of the evening, Dian for the awards presentation.
Thank you very much to our President Juan for your closing address. So right now we are coming to the most excited sessions, which is our award presentation sessions. Let me share my screen. All right, can everyone see my screen? All right, thank you everyone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, best table topic speaker for tonight is Natalie. I think Natalie, she had left this meeting earlier to go to fetch her sister. Can I have MJ to help to take a photo of this certificate for Natalie later? MJ?
Okay, it's done.
Done. All right. So next award. The best prepared speech speaker for tonight is Malati. Congratulations, Malati. So I will spotlight Malati and MJ will help to take a photo.
2, 1. Smile. Okay. Great. It's done.
All right. Thank you, MJ. Next award, the best evaluator for tonight is Distinguished Toastmaster Jarina. MJ, need your help for photo.
Okay. Sarina, get ready. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Great. It's done.
Thank you.
Congratulations. The best role player for tonight is our timer, Shazmir. Congratulations, Shazmir.
Okay, Shazmir, get ready. 3, 2, 1. Okay, done.
Next, we would like to present our appreciations to our General Evaluator, Javin.
Okay, Jervin, can you on your cap? If not, I will just take the picture of the certificate. Okay, okay, ready. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, great, it's done. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's meeting. With that, we announce our meeting today is urgent. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks, President
everyone.
Thanks for having me.
Great show.
See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Good luck, Huichi. Go climb more mountains.
Yeah.
Are you just a member? Are you just a member of KBTC, or are you a member of other clubs as well?
Oh, I'm currently I'm on dual membership. I'm also with Short and Sweet Toastmasters Club. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's right. I was shortly, for a short while, I was on the WhatsApp group. It's getting longer, you know, it's no longer short and sweet. The meetings, I mean, the meetings. Okay, good night, everyone. Thank you, Adrian. Thanks. Bye.
Good night. Bye.
Okay, Juan, I've voted already on the link. So, yep.
Okay, thank you.
I think we can stop recording.
Oh,
Who's recording?
I'm recording.